Good day and welcome to another broadcast of Venture Capital Fund. Yesterday, we selected a random program for discussion, and the title that I had given that program yesterday was Business Has No Instant Gratification. And in yesterday's initiative, we looked at a number of talking points why I stated that there's no instant gratification in business. Now, what I've decided to do, because I believe that those pointers that we looked at yesterday are relevant to business startup and relevant to your business. So the decision that I've made is to build out all of those talking points into subject heads where we're going to be diving deep into the belly to really help you to understand more about those subject matters. So over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will be rolling out startup business solutions that really take a deep dive into issues that can really help you to get past some of the challenges in your business startup. So we're going to call that program the first phase of it, and we have 6 lessons here. We will call it the Staying Power and Business Startup Solutions. And in these lessons, we will be identifying reasons why you want to have the staying power, and we'll be looking at systems that will further enable you to have the staying power when you get into business. Because again, we are seeing that over 50% of businesses that get started fail within the first 5 years. Over 20% of businesses that get started fail within the first year or drop out of business within the first year. The information that I'm going to be giving you today, it is designed to reverse that process. So strap yourself in as we dig deep into the belly of those issues. Now, do permit me to introduce myself. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Codes. I want to encourage you to log on to our sister company website, which is www.megamoneygy.com. Navigate the front page, you will see these books out there. These books can be purchased from anywhere in the world. You can also subscribe to our website, and you will be getting the daily updates that we're going to be bringing you on the business-related issues and financial capital markets. So in the event that you're looking at this program for the first time, you have never liked or subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to encourage you to just give us a thumbs up, like the program, and I know that you're finding the program interesting. So welcome again. Today we're going to be starting to look at the power to stay and business solution startup. Now, what exactly do I mean by the power to stay? I said this early on. Business turnaround time takes about 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years. And most businesses that are young entrepreneurs who are starting business, perhaps you're getting into business with the wrong mindset. And that mindset is to cash flow maximize from day one. I'm here to be honest with you, straightforward with you, to say this to you, that that is not how business works. If this is the belief that you're coming into business with, you will only frustrate yourself when you fail to achieve your cash flow maximization vision. It takes about 2 to 5 years to break even. And let me explain this. And the reason I'm going to be going deep into the belly of this is that I want to remove you from frustration. I want you to get into business knowing that there's a turnaround time. and knowing what this turnaround time represents. It is by knowing this is what will, it makes you more informed of what are the reality is when you started your business. Now, what exactly do I mean by the turnaround time? Why the turnaround time takes 2 to 5 years? Step one, before you even open the door of your business, there's something that we're going to call target audience research and product innovation. You need to do this. Target audience research or target market research and product service innovation. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Do you just innovate a product and put that product on the market and expect that at day one that you're going to cash flow that innovation, whether it's a product or a service? Do you think that this is how business operates? No, this is not how it's operated. The advisable, practical, smart approach to doing business is to do your research. You want to do your research to understand who is or are your target market. And in understanding who is or are your target market, you want to spend the time, enough time, to understand what are their needs, their wants, their expectations. To understand what are the drivers, what are the motivators that really make that specific target market tick. And it's by knowing this, you can now move the next step, and that is to innovate a product or a service that reaches their specific expectations. This is called the market intelligence. Now, if you're not investing to get the market intelligence and you're getting into business, you're doing guesswork. And perhaps this is one of the reasons why over 20% of businesses will fail in the first year, and why over 50% of businesses will fail within 5 years. You're not getting enough skin in the game to understand your target market, to understand their needs, wants, and expectations, to understand their lifestyle, culture, and social class, so as to innovate products and services that matches their expectations and goes beyond their expectations. So the 1 to 5 year period is largely spent doing these research. And let me put this to you. In the developed world, and there are justifiable reasons for this, many businesses don't start, or when you see a business open door, it's because 1 year or 2 years before that door opened, they have been on the ground doing the critical market analytics. They have been on the ground doing the critical market analytics before the open door with that new products and that new service. It is similar to the fact that you might see somebody that has a lot of muscle, but then you say that person looks good. But looking good with muscle doesn't happen overnight. It happens, years of work would have had to be put into that. You might be seeing somebody as an excellent speaker, very fluent in articulating how they're discussing issues, but that doesn't happen overnight. But in most cases, all you see is the instant gratification. That wasn't instant gratification. Years and years and years would have had to put into mastering the art of building muscles, mastering the art of articulating intellectual concepts before that person can do that. Now, you want to master the art of understanding your market, needs, wants, and expectations, and then you innovate a product and innovate a service. And then when they see that product and that service, they can say, wow, that is muscles. That is intellectual competence. And that simply means that you need to commit the time to get enough skin in the game of doing business. All right, so that's lesson number one. The second thing that I want to talk about is that target audience research and market viability. Now get this, get this. The only way you could predetermine market viability, and this is something that you want to predetermine, is the market viability. You want to know that you're getting into the market, and the market is a solid market that can pay you the cash flow dividends that you are looking for in being in business. After all, one of the primary reasons in being in business is to cash flow maximize. The objective one is to be able to add value and fix problems. So you understand your target market and you can innovate a product or service that matches their expectation. Step two is to ensure that the market is viable so you can cash flow maximize. But the only way you could make this informed and educated decision about the viability of the market is when you understand the market, and you could only understand the market from the market research. Let me put to you some very pointed questions that will influence market viability. For example, one, what is the size of your market? You don't know the size of your market and you're doing financial projections, it simply means that you're speculative. You're using speculative analysis to do your financial projections. Me as an investor in your company, you can come to me with that because you need to get solid information. One of the reasons that you're not going to attract the investors is because you're doing guesswork. This is the importance of market research. Market research allows you to get solid information to make highly informed and educated decisions as to how to navigate the business world. The only way you can develop or predetermine the market viability is by doing the research. So question one, what is your market size? Question two, how is your market geographically dispersed? Question three, where's the strongest density in your market? You don't have all of these information, but yet you want to be successful in business. I want to show you all of the above are critical information that will literally influence the success or failure of your business. Because this kind of information in the hands of a true entrepreneur who can leverage this information is power in the hand. These kind of information also, it is what will influence your staying power. Because now you have information that the product innovation is relevant to people's needs, wants, and expectations. Now that you know that the viability of the market means that you can generate millions and perhaps billions of dollars annually if you get your business model right. So because the fact that you have these kinds of information, it literally allows you to have that power to stay in the market and not drop out of the market. Yesterday we talked about boarding the boat behind you, but there's a smart way and stupid way of boarding the boat behind you, all right? You don't come to war with pencil. You know, you've got to be prepared for that war. So the third issue that I want us to look at here is what we call the target market SWOT analytics. What exactly do I mean by this? All of this research has to be done before you start the war, before you get into business, before war break. You want to make sure that you are the most informed individual, entrepreneur, when you're getting into business. You have to have critical market intelligence. Now, what does SWOT analysis mean? It means that you're looking at strengths, And when we talk about strengths, is measuring your strengths against strengths in the market. And when I say the market, we're talking about your competition. And here is where it's getting interesting, because the reason you're doing this analysis is that you want to ensure that the strengths that you're offering to the potential consumers and existing consumers, in the eyes of that consumer, it must be better. It must be better. That simply means that you have to be so committed in getting skin in the game to understand your target market, needs, wants, and expectation, innovating products and services that goes beyond your expectations, and you're doing it better than the market can do it. So you have the strengths and you have weaknesses. You want to know the weaknesses in the market. You want to know it, because this is what may allow you to really innovate a new product or a new service based on some of the weaknesses that you're seeing in the market. This is what hence the need for market research. Many business startups, because of the high cost of doing research, disregard all of this. But I'm going to give you some of the business solutions before the end of this program. So the high costs may no longer be a challenge for you. All right. So you're analyzing the strengths, you're analyzing the weaknesses, you're analyzing opportunities where there might be niche markets. There's a gap in the market, and here is where you innovate a new product and a new service. Because there's an opportunity, there's a need, but those needs are not met by anyone in the market or not adequately supplied. And then you want to also take the time to analyze threats. You want to know that you know this before you get your business started, because I said again, doing business is not a lovey-dovey kind of game. That certainly don't happen at the beginning. The market is very territorial. It's very territorial. And everyone in business do everything at the beginning to protect their interests. Unless you can show them after a period of time that one, you're a threat, two, you're disruptive, three, it's better to network and collaborate with you because you're bringing value that is going to complement the process. Those are some of the threats that you need to be aware of. It's not going to be an easy open door policy where the market is going to be accommodating and the market is going to be enabling. It should be like that, all right? But the market is not like this at the beginning. So I just want you to be prepared for this, because this will help you to have that staying power muscle. So when competition comes at you as a part of the game, as a part of the process of doing business, you constantly have to keep thinking how to innovate new product, how to innovate new service, how to ensure that your value proposition is relevant to the market. Your value proposition is needed by the potential consumers and the existing consumers. You constantly have to keep looking at your system consistencies, your systems upgrade, your system traceability, your system transferability. So doing business is not necessarily a walk in the park. You need to have critical information. Again, failing to enable yourself to have these kinds of information is another reason why 20% of businesses that get started fail within the first year, and over 50% of businesses fail within the 5 years. You don't have the market intelligence. You don't have enough skin in the game to make highly informed and educated decisions. I've listened to so many stories where the guy is trying to get wealthy. He owns his land. He doesn't understand the value of his land. He sells his land and then learn that on his land was a gold mine. The person who purchased the land started to dig the earth and they found gold. That made him an instant billionaire. And he sold his land for pennies. You gave up too early. You didn't have the staying power. You didn't understand the value of what you have. So I'm saying all of this because I want to really ensure that when you get into business, you have that staying power. You have that fighting power. Believe in the things that you believe in and you're prepared to fight for the things that you believe in. And help is on the way. I'm going to talk about that before the end of this program. So along with the SWOT analysis, you need to do your PEST analysis, target market and PEST analytics. What is the PEST analytics? They are market forces that literally influence your business ebb and flow. And you need to know this. They are political realities that will influence your business success story. Let me take, for example, the way democracy operates is totally different than how a planned economic system operates. For instance, Cuba is what you call a planned economic system. It's a controlled economic system as against a laissez-faire economy or a free enterprise economy. And it's important for you to understand economic systems, particularly when you're looking to carry your brand across border, particularly when you may be looking to set up shop in a particular country. You don't want to get there and then you say based on the plan, based on the restriction, you can't do business. Those things influence the growth of your business, the success of your business. So it's not only market competition, there is political realities that also influence the ebb and flow of your business, your brand, your ideas, and you need to know it. This is called getting enough skin in the game. If you don't know it, I know it sounds like a lot of work, you need to align yourself with the right business consultants that can really help you navigate this terrain. You need to align yourself with a business consultant that can really position you to become the global thinkers, social actors, and transformational leaders in your business. Can position you to become the dream makers, game changers, and trendsetters in your area of business. Solution is on its way. I'm going to talk about some of that before this program ends. So you have the political issues in the past. You have the economic realities in the past. You have the social realities in the past, and you have technological realities in the past. And all of those things are relevant. Later on, I will take each one of them and I will do a business analytics against them to help you to understand some more. Technology, which is the T in the past, is important for you to understand. Because adopting the right technology to your operation can literally help to fast track your operation. Again, you need the right business consultants that can really sit with you and really help you to understand all of these realities in doing business, in your business startup, and ensuring that you get a fighting chance to succeed. At this part, I'm going to speak about one more thing. So I think we look at about 4 lessons so far. I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why the business turnaround time takes about 2 to 5 years, because to do everything that I'm telling you here is capital intensive. And I know for a fact that many business startups, you don't have the startup capital to do the research. And if you're not getting this research information, it simply means that you don't have a proper business startup, business foundation. because you're just starting with an idea, but you don't know enough about the business realities to have it be your foundation to which you stand on and bounce on and scale your operation. You're on shaky grounds because you don't have the right information, at least not enough of it. I want to now talk about target market research and branding and marketing. This is another capital intensive exercise. Branding and marketing, that I would have explained in earlier podcasts, is not just waking up today with an idea of doing your branding and marketing and just getting it done. Your radio ads has to be done. Your newspaper ads has to be done. Your brochures has to be done. Your television commercial has to be done. Your infomercial has to be done. All of these things has to be done. But guess what? It is not just about doing these things. Your advertising copywriter must be someone that understands something about cultural anthropology, because you must understand people's lifestyle and culture, because you're writing these infomercials, you're writing these branding and marketing pieces to appeal to people's interests. And if you don't know how to appeal, your very effort to do it might just turn the people off. You need to have a team of advertising copywriters who can blend with the psychology of what they're doing. This is one of the reasons I'm writing my new book that we call The Psychology of Branding and Marketing. And it will give you so much of information to wow you. We talk about the physical, aesthetics and ambience of your business and how to up-level it to appeal to your specific target market so as to gain attention, interest, desire, motivate them to take action, make impact on their life, convert first-time users into lifetime customers. Those information are going to wow you. So branding and marketing comes at a cost, a major cost. In the developed world, companies spend millions of US dollars into advertising, into branding and marketing. And I know that many business startups, depending on where you are, you don't have this capital, you don't have access to this capital, or you see that expenditure as a burden to your business. Now, why is it so important to do branding and marketing? You see, you have an excellent brand, but people don't know enough about your brand. They don't know enough about you. And you're crying, you're not being successful. You're not branding yourself well enough. In my book, Manager's Toolkit, we walk you through 8 unique steps in branding and marketing. We talk about brand traits optimization. We talk about brand visibility optimization. We talk about brand reach optimization. We talk about brand impact optimization. We talk about brand conversion optimization. And we didn't stop there. We talk about brand confidence optimization, brand trust optimization, and brand credibility optimization. You want to bring your business, your idea, your brand to the point where you have credibility in the eyes of the public. It takes work. Now, this game plan has to be in place before you launch the operation. This is one of the reasons why I would say that there's a right and wrong time to get visible. And there's a right and wrong way to get visible. And you need to know that. This is what is going to enable you to master the game, master the art of doing business. We have our subject matter here to help you along this process. All right? So branding and marketing is the last concept. There are a few more that are things to look at in the business startup. All of these things should be done before you launch, before you open that door, market research. And I did say, many businesses, when you see the open door, that is not necessarily day one. The process has started a year or 2 before. And just before I move on, let me put a couple other things out to you. In the developed world, particularly when it comes to innovating products, the innovators has to be very, very careful in introducing those products to the world. Because let us suppose that you are innovating a new supplement, a vitamin, and you didn't do enough testing with that product, and that product hits the market, and then you recognize that that product has a defect. So instead of it giving you energy, it gives you energy for a week or two, and then from there, it starts to suck all the mineral out of your body. And the drugs and health department can scientifically prove that. So they're going to file a lawsuit now against you, and you have to sell your, I don't want to say it, your pants to pay those court fees. It is that serious over there when you innovate in products or services. Or you produce some shampoo, you innovate some new shampoo. And then people wash their hair, and after 2 weeks, a month, the hair starts dropping out. You will be sued. So in the developed world, there are enough justifiable reasons why these guys take so much of time before launching that product onto the market. It is to prevent lawsuits that will cripple their business and literally disrupt their lives. So there's a justifiable reason to do so. But the justifiable reason and the cost behind it's worth every single thing, because at the end of the day, you have information that will literally allow you to, one, have to stay in power, two, know how to make money, three, knowing how to leverage that information to make things happen. All right? It's important to have the right information through market research in doing business. In early broadcasts, we talk about primary market research, we talk about secondary market research, and we talk about speculative data. In your business startup, you don't want to be using speculative data in doing business. Get enough skin in the game. We're going to show you how just now. Now, yes, again, we're going to be looking very briefly at research capital and business startup solutions. You've heard me say this before. The research is a very high capital intensive exercise with justifiable reasons. And I'll just look at some of those reasons. The research intelligence is the foundation of any business success. The market research intelligence, not speculative intelligence, is the foundation for the success of your business. The more information you have, the more of the right information you have about your market, about your target audience, about the SWOT analysis, about the best analysis, it is literally what will enable you to make informed and educated decisions about doing business. But the cost of all of this is very high. It's very high. So I'm going to give you a couple of solutions that I trust will help. One of the first that I want you to do to overcome some of the high cost, to form any business, you need to have your organization chart. Your organization chart will show you who is finance manager, who is marketing and research manager, who is public relation consultants, who is your cultural anthropologist, depending on your business, who is psychologist. Today, more than ever, we need a psychologist in the organization. All right, we need a business psychologist in the organization. Later on, I'll tell you why. All of these persons that are going to be functioning in the organization, they have to be paid. But there's a smart way, or a smarter way of doing this. Now, let us suppose that In developing your organization, you go on campus and you find a team of young researchers. Why you want that team of young researchers? First of all, you want to negotiate a business deal with a few of them. And in negotiating that business deal, you want to pull them in as partners into your business. So their equity in the business is their talent to do research. All right, their equity in the business is their talent to do the research. And you need the research to get the market intelligence. And guess what? By giving them perhaps 10% of your business, they're going to be giving you 100% of the market intelligence necessary to make informed and educated business decisions. And you don't have to pay for it. So that's one thing that you can do. All right? Form a network of people, attract a network of the right talent to your business, and you use their talent equity to move the business forward at the beginning, to do your research. All right, so that's step one. You already find another team of person who might have the expertise in branding and marketing. So they understand how to advertise and copywriting. They understand something about website development. They understand something about graphic designs. And you pull them into your team and you give them a percentage of the business. This simply means that you do not have to go into your pocket. You don't have to struggle with bank financing, investment financing to move that process forward. These are all solutions, business startup solutions that you can use. Because you need the researchers, you need the advertising copywriters. They are the one that's going to give you the visibility. The researchers is the one that's going to give you the market intelligence. And you need the market intelligence to make informed and educated business decisions. So you have two solutions there so far. The third thing that I'm going to say to you, you can also reach out to us at Venture Capital Fund, Global Branding and Marketing, and we will be happy to sit with you and negotiate a way forward. Meaning that you're working with a team of subject matter experts that brings a range of expertise to the table to really help you move your business forward, to leapfrog your business forward. All right, so that's the other alternative that you can look at. Step one, go on campus, find some youngsters, get them to do your research. Step two, do the same to find people that can do your branding, fill them into your organization chart. Or step three, engage with the professionals. We have over 75 years of business experience that we are going to bring to work for you to help to leapfrog and fast track your business. And we're going to help you to scale your business, your ideas, your brand with local, regional, and international relevance. Start small, but don't stay small. The same effort it takes to think small, same effort it takes to think big. And we will show you how to up-level your business startup. So I really trust that you enjoyed today's program. I really enjoy spending this time with you. And we're going to be going through this series of programs that we're going to call The Power to Stay and Business Startup Solutions. Because when you get into business, you want to stay in business. And we're going to be looking at the many reasons why businesses start to drop out. And we're going to be working with you to ensure that you don't drop out. With us, you're going to have mentorship, you're going to have coaching, you're going to have technical support, and possibly financial support to help move your business and forward, to help leapfrog your business. At Venture Capital Fund, Venture Capital Inc., Global Branding and Marketing, we have a team of subject matter experts We have a team of PFA, professional financial advisors, personal financial advisors. We have a team of economists. We have a team of accountants. We have a team of business consultants. And we have some young psychologists that are on board also. It's expanded. And we will put this entire arsenal of intellectual capital to work for you. So you don't have to think about the research, you don't have to think about the branding and marketing, you don't have to think about integrating your brand into the market from your SWOT analysis or pest analysis. You have a wealth of knowledge that's going to really help you to reduce the learning curve, fast track the implementation process, optimize your business success. So I trust you enjoy. All right, my name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature. I'm the multiple best-selling author for several books, including Manager's Toolkit and Billionaire Codes. You need to get your copy of these books for your entire workforce. We will not only give you the book, we will mentor, we will coach, we will work with you by chapter, paragraph by paragraph to ensure that you internalize the information. All right. Now, again, if you are looking at this program for the first time, you've never subscribed to this program, I want to encourage you. Give us a like and do subscribe to the program. We will certainly love that. And you will be the first to get this information on a daily basis. Remember, our mission is to position our clients, employees, and strategic partners to understand, create, and leverage passive income cash flow, build multiple streams of income, leverage smart investment strategies in order to build generational and intergenerational wealth. In our program, you will learn about financial intelligence in the commercial financial sector. You will learn about financial intelligence in the investment financial sector. You will learn about financial intelligence in smart capital market and financial intelligence for a sustainable livelihood. More importantly, you will learn that financial intelligence goes beyond your ability to make money and maximize your disposable income. It addresses the issue of understanding the global financial system and leveraging this intelligence to create good debt cash flow, minimize existing debt financial portfolios while maximizing financial and equity capital gain. The understanding of the commercial financial sector, the investment financial sector, and smart capital market are an important body of knowledge for you to have in the global landscape of financial intelligence. Be blessed. Remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Feel free to reach out to us for a free consultation. Free consultation. We look forward to see you. Remember, it's COVID-19 across the world, and I want to encourage each and every one of you to protect yourself so you can protect your loved ones and you can live longer to really realize your business and your financial dreams. Be blessed and see you on the other side.